Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Roxanne, Carne, personal wardrobe stylist for women, and thank you so much for visiting with me today. I am so lucky and so blessed that I get to be in the business of transforming women's wardrobes and transforming their lives, and really doing it with a lot of fun, a lot of love, a lot of just really cool energy, and helping them really realize their worth through their wardrobe. And today I'm excited, and I know I start off every video saying that I'm excited, because I am. I'm excited about all the stuff I share with you guys, but I really am excited about sharing this beautiful collection of clothing that I have today, that I'm not only wearing, but I have surrounding me. And this is Lafayette 148. Now, if you are a follower of mine for a while, you know that I absolutely love this brand, and I get my hands on their entire sample collections for pretty much all of their releases from season to season, and share them with you and share them with my clients. So this particular collection is their pre-fall 2023 collection. And pre-fall is gonna be right in between spring, summer, and fall, winter, right? So the collection itself is just a little bit smaller. They're kind of bigger collections are spring, summer, and fall, winter, which are usually quite significant. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot of clothes right here too. As with pretty much every major collection that comes out of a design house in terms of fashion, the collection is centered on a source of inspiration. And the thing I love about Lafayette 148 and the creative director, Emily Smith, is that they really, really do a fantastic job of staying really centered in who they are in terms of the structure, the quality, the aesthetic of their clothing, and also core colors. But then with each season, they really do branch out and go into a different arena and just bring you just more beautifulness, but it is all cohesive. And so many of the clothes can be mixed and matched with each other from season to season. So today I'm going to give you a sneak peek at that pre-fall 2023 collection. I'm going to share kind of the background with you on the inspiration for this particular set. And then I will also share with you and do some mod shots of some of my favorite pieces for my collection. So watch along, let me know what questions you have, and enjoy the ride. But let's go into a little bit of background about the inspiration behind pre-fall 2023. Lafayette 148 is based in New York. That's where they were founded 20 plus years ago. And there's so much meaning with the brand and numbers and aesthetics. And they had found that their original headquarters, which is on 148 Lafayette Street, which they actually still do have a major set of their operations there, but their formal headquarters now is in the Brooklyn Navy Yard. They moved there a couple of years ago, but they still have their location at 148 Lafayette Street. They had found that the building, it actually housed a printing press that actually inspired their spring 2023 collection, spring summer. So if you check out the link that I include below for that video, I did an entire video dedicated on that, and I also have a long form Instagram video talking about that collection and highlighting my favorites. But the great thing is that in the 1920s, 148 Lafayette Street was also home to Lower Manhattan's postal office. So there used to be a post office. So Emily, when she really was kind of thinking about what she wanted to do for this, what I would call perhaps like a bridge season, meaning that it's kind of in between, spring and fall. Of course, the collection is called pre-fall. She really kind of harkened back to the idea of craftsmanship, the concept of writing handwritten letters. It really is something that reflects the craft through the materials that Lafayette uses, the stitching, the details, their really, really unique techniques and hardware, craftsmanship, and holding. And when you write a letter, you're writing it to someone, by hand that you really care about and love. So this is almost a love letter to their customers. So we've got craftsmanship. leadership. We also have a mix of masculine and feminine, really taking the utilitarian essence of uniforms, specifically taking inspiration from the postal workers, and they used to have some really nice uniforms, and the cut of the, the collars and how beautiful and thick the textiles were, but really taking that and reinterpreting it for the modern woman. So again, mixing that masculine and feminine. Also, there's always, with Lafayette 148, regardless of the collection, there's always going to be subtlety and an understatement. So having some really tasteful restraint, it really is highlighted through not only their base colors, but then also the considered color pops that we're going to see. And then finally, the architecture. It's really sculptural simplicity. They are so great for their lines and designs, their shapes, their silhouettes. You're going to really see that in this collection as well. But it's just really cool that the entire collection is inspired by travel, by postcards, letters. So you're going to see exactly what this looks like. So let's take a closer look at some of what we're seeing in this collection. Coming back to Lafayette 148's core colors, their core colors, as with many classic brands, are going to be centered on neutrals. So they've got a beautiful whites, cloud, which is a really soft white. They've got colors that are considered buff, dune, a gray mist, they have ink, they have black. But what they decided to do for this collection was also introduce a little bit of copper, and we'll see that in a few moments. Having their core basics always coming back to the core neutrals is something that's really important to the brand. And also, like I said, this continues from season to season. So as different designs come out with these same colorways, we're able to really mix and match. So you're getting the most out of your wardrobe. So next is where we're seeing in the collection just the highlights coming out from the vintage postcards. The color palettes really were inspired by, those old school postcards that we used to send, when you're in a tropical place and you're writing to your loved one and you're sending them just a little piece of your happiness and escapism. We're really seeing that in the collection. With the postcards, Emily was inspired by two specific locations. One was the Catskills, and the other is Palm Beach. So as we look at the beautiful, cashmere pieces, the beautiful silk pieces, even denim, you're going to see that these gorgeous garments were actually just kind of stamped on, right, images of these beautiful postcards. And we also see hints of the postcards also in their scarves, in terms of the location, in terms of stamps, kind of that vintage look, bringing in all the colors that they're using for this collection. So here we're seeing some beautiful whites, kind of as a base neutral. We're seeing buff, dune, cloud. These are colors that I mentioned before from their, the neutral part of their collection. But here we are introducing cadet khaki. We have a beautiful midnight blue and also beautiful coral. It's called coral haze, as well as Liberty green. Those are some of the greens that we're actually seeing in the postcard images of Palm Beach and the Catskills. And another theme that's kind of really adjacent to postcards and letter writing is looking at how the postal workers dressed. Very clean lines, very structured tailoring. These were all reimagined into really modern and versatile pieces. We're going to see really beautiful updated sartorial cuts, traditional dress codes, but also we're seeing some stripes, just beautiful cuts of the silhouettes, but thinking again about pieces that were really once masculine, but have now been made feminine. And really also kind of an underlining part of the story here with the postcards and the postal workers. It's also letters and postcodes. So you're going to see in some of their pieces watermarks. Again, I mentioned the stripes that really kind of harkens to summer capsule. We're used to seeing that. So Emily is celebrating stripes, stamps, envelopes, really just beautiful, beautiful lines. So yeah, so that's the wrap up there of the kind of the major theme of the season. And then to close, we have kind of our summer escape when we want to have these really fun summer ready colors that are not only for work, but also perhaps for play. They're just really designed for celebration, travel, both, you know, domestic here or abroad. And we're seeing that continued theme of sculptural simplicity. Starting with our core neutrals, we've got a lot of white, cloud, and buff going on, but here's when we're going to see some of that copper. We're seeing some golden medallion, as well as Ariel blue. And of course, black, because, you know, we love doing things in the evening time, right? So we want to have some great pieces for evening wear for the summer. So yeah, ladies, that is the inspiration for the collection. And now let's move into some mod shots and let me show you some of my favorite pieces. That's a wrap. Those were some of my favorite pieces from this season's collection. Drop me a line below and let me know which pieces were your favorite. What would you rock? I'm going to include a link for every single piece that I have in the description. So if you're interested in checking out or purchasing, you've got the direct link. Thank you so much for watching, and please show me your love by liking, sharing, subscribing, and clicking on that notification bell so that you are just up to date the minute I release my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.